have to be thought of on the front end to make sure the financing works on the back end. So I know this is taking a long time, but we don't want to have any surprises at the end. Like, holy cow, I forgot about that. So those are the reasons why it's taking a little longer than a lot of people think it should.
You're redoing. I mean, you're redoing it. It's like you said. It's a brand new store.
Brand new store, right?
Yeah.
You want to walk around?
Yeah, we can walk around.
O&M is operating and
Operating and maintenance.
So you can see here, like for instance, there was a meat cooler here, and it's in the wrong spot. It's the wrong size, and it doesn't fit. So we've cut out all of that concrete floor. We've depressed it, insulated, and re-poured back in. And that, when this was a store before, they didn't do that. Now you do that. Now you insulate below. So it's an efficiency thing. You know, the grocery store business, a lot of it's efficiency, energy efficiency.
now.
Go ahead. I'm
So
sorry.
I guess the other part is you have a large presence on the eastern part of the state, but is this your first in the western?
It is. I mean, we have a significant presence in Denver,
Okay.
but you know, this is sort of Zach Wiegert, you know, managing principal here. He spent his summers here growing up, so he's familiar with the town. And you know, Woodbury, the company, they're familiar with sort of this grocery store anchored strip centers. So this is a comfortable business for them. They need to get their head around.
Grocery anchored strip
Strip center.
centers. Okay.
It looks a lot bigger on the outside than it does on the inside than it does on the outside.
This grid line where this main girder beam that goes across, we've designed this in a way where we can build a wall across there and divide that in half, and that's kind of the prime retail depth and size, about 1,200 square feet. And then the balance would be, would be back over here, and we would set it up. We can punch openings.
Businesses could you put, do you think, Josh,
Well,
in this space?
A lot of it just depends on the size and need of the tenants, right? We could orient all of the tenants to go north and have bays, you know, all along on the north side, or we could orient two tenants. I think a two is kind of on the max on the west side, and then one tenant here on this on the north side. So it's a combination thing. It's a lot of depends on, you know, what the best fit is for the tenant. But I think 4 is probably would be the limit. 3 makes good sense. 1's the best. We would love to just have one tenant over here. So if you know of anybody, let us know.
I'll let you know. I'll give you. I got your
Okay.
number. You know, I have your number.
We'll make sure we take you to dinner.
All right. If I get it, I want permission.
That's right. Deal.
Put a restaurant set up in this?
You bet. Yeah, absolutely. In fact, just like the same things that we've done over here for the grocery store, mechanically, the MEP side of things, we'll do that same stuff here on this side. So, new electrical, new plumbing, new mechanical. So, and you got to do that. You know, a lot of it too. We own the building, so we want to use something that's going to cause us problems down the road. And
I mean, I don't know if this is the same situation, but we have a large owner of a building on the other end of town that he's been sitting on it for years because he's been getting rent out of it, and he hasn't seemed to be filling it up. What will rents be like here, and so forth? I mean, I know that's proprietary, but
well, it is and it isn't. It's a lot of it has to do with does the tenant want to interact with us? In other words, we have a cost that we have associated with what we're going to do to this space and how we're going to turn it over to the tenant, a base cost. And then depending on what the tenant needs from a tenant improvement standpoint, above and beyond that base cost, determines how much rent's going to be.
And then how much space they're actually going to take up.
How much space they're going to have. I mean, there's no magic. It's just we got to look at, how the tenant wants the space turned over. If they want us to finance it, or if they want to put their money in, that all those things are big factors in the cost of the space.
So how much do you think you'll put into this total by the time you're done?
It's going to be probably about $1.4 million ish, somewhere around there.
in the whole,
And this building,
okay.
That includes inside and outside?
yeah.
That doesn't include any diesel or gas bays you may
No,
put in later.
that would be
right?
additional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that number is with no tenant improvements. So if we go in and we were to put a restaurant in here and they want us to build out the kitchen, that's above and beyond. And that's sort of semantics, I suppose, at that point. But we're bullish about Gering. We think it's a great town, and it's got a bright future, and the city's been great to work with, accommodating. And we want to be here for a long time. One thing about Woodbury Corporation is they own things forever. They don't ever sell anything. So, right, I'm being honest about that. They've been in business for nearly 100 years, and they've sold probably less than 10 properties, and they probably own 500. So, it's a long-term play.
And the people you have that have interest in maybe coming in here, are those from here or are those from?
It's a little bit of
different
both.
places? Okay.
Yeah. We have some kind of regional feelers coming in, and then of course some local interest. But we're pleased with the progress. We think the contractors have done a great job, and staying on top of it and communicated well, and all those things.
Is there anybody that's the main contractor that is the main person that you talk to, or you just talk to all of them in general? Yeah.
Well, Anderson Shaw is the construction manager,
Okay.
and so we work with them.
And then he farms out the work, right?
Yeah, then they sub out the trade work. So,
So with the elementary school and this, they're pretty busy, obviously.
I don't know. I don't know what their workload is like,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, we're happy with how things are going. So, I don't know. We can kind of walk outside and look at what we've done in the back. I don't know what else you guys want to talk about. I'm here to answer your guys' questions.
Really, there's.
The produce cooler is still open over there.
Keeping the produce.
Whoa!
Oh, you're keeping the produce fresh. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, that's 72-point headline.
You start getting into this stuff. You try to think, okay, what can we keep? We're going to keep everything we can.
Basically, it sounds like you've kept the produce cooler and maybe the sprinkler system, right?
And some concrete.
And some concrete, and that's about it.
And like
Steel posts.
40 foot of wall.
Yeah.
And you guys can have any of the letters on the walls if you want.
You ought to sell those.
Some memorabilia. No, I mean, again, you get into these things and you're like, you start peeling back the layers. you know, if I do this, it's going to affect that, so I got to go do that. And it just didn't. So, and you know, a remodel job is more traditionally more complicated than the ground up. You know?
There was never any thought about just taking this down and starting from scratch.
Well, that would probably be no. There wasn't really, to be honest with you. It just the dollars don't work. So you end up your cost of land. But for Gering, you just could never get back whole going that route. I mean, if you guys want to just walk around, I'll just hang around. You guys.
I'm one of the newer reporters on this part of it. The principal you said that lived here, how do you spell his name?
Actually, I just missed him. I got to call
Oh.
him back. Zach Wiegert, W-I-E-G-E-R-T.
W-I-E-G-E-R-T.
He doesn't live here. He lives in Omaha.
But he spent here for the summers because of
his grandparents owned the Coach House. What is it? The Coach House Hotel? What was that? Albert Mitchell.
Yeah, Coach House.
Yeah.
Coach House.
Yeah, they owned that for a million years.
Okay.
You know, he spent his summers growing up out here.
You might remember him from Nebraska football. You weren't from Nebraska, so you don't know.
No,
He
Missouri.
played in the NFL for the Rams. And, who else did he play for?
Which Rams?
Josh?
Los Angeles or St. Louis?
St. Louis.
Okay.
Well, he was his rookie year. It was in L.A.
Was
Okay.
it in LA?
Yeah, and then he said if I would have stayed in L.A., I probably would have died because it was so crazy. But then they went to St. Louis, and then he went from there to Jacksonville for 4 years, and then from Jacksonville to Houston, and then retired at Houston.
Okay.
But yeah, being from Missouri, you probably remember him hitting the grill of most of your quarterbacks.
Well, he wouldn't have been in the grill. He would have blocked. He was on the.
He was
Well,
blocked.
He was
offensive
blocking.
line.
Yeah.
I'll have to look. I'll have to look that up. See who he's played against. Maybe one of the 4 games Missouri won in the last century.
Against Nebraska?
Yeah.
It might have been, I
think
don't
it
know,
was
did he
I
beat
think he was in
Colorado
that
every time he
phenomenal
played him?
Missouri never
What?
beat us.
The miraculous catch. I think he was in that.
No, he wasn't in that.
No,
one.
that was.
That was
he was
after.
left by then.
That was after.
You guys,
Yeah.
Missouri never.
You mean the
Yeah.
miraculous kick?
Yeah.
Illegal kick?
Yeah.
Oh, did that just get on there? So you can't. Hey, I'm making it.
Yeah.
Anything to stir consternation.
No, Zach was but I don't think either one of you guys knew Nebraska when he was playing.
Probably not. I would bet.
When he was playing from when to when? 92, 93, 94.
No.
Well,
that was stall.
might have
No.
tied for me. No, that was working. You guys were good at 90,
See, if we could have got Zach in here, if we could have got Josh out here this morning, you guys could have seen him do that high-tech